Hi, this is Dr. Sasha, Naturopath, and with me is who has been receiving treatments for the last year. And we just have a few questions for her today. So let's see what she has to say. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for being here.
You're most welcome.
So what made you first book a session with me?
Okay, it all started with after my niece had lost her two babies, and out of concern when she said she was pregnant, and I said, well, what happened? She's been seeing the doctor, Dr. Sasha, and she worked with her and helped, and she got pregnant. And I said, really? And I said, well, what does she do? And she said, well, she does acupuncture. And I asked her, I said, so will she see me? She said, well, yeah, you can try her and give her a call and set up an appointment, etc. And I said, well, okay, fine. So I called and we did schedule an appointment and I came. But the reason how this started too is that I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in 2014, and I used to take a lot of pills like methotrexate and salazopyrin and all the different things that go with it, which was also causing a lot of damage to my body. And I said, okay, well, no harm in trying and stuff. And after, in 2021, when I lost my brother, 2022, I just threw a caution to the wind, forgot medication and stuff until in 2023, one day I got up and I couldn't move my arms. And I said, okay, that's it. This is what I need to do. So I came, and I haven't regretted it since I've been here for the last year. The only thing about this treatment is that you have to be very disciplined about it. There are times when I will probably feel I need to go back to eating my junk. But I was never a junk eater. The only thing I love was bread. I love bread. So I stopped all of those things and stick to the diet that was given to me, and be very disciplined and diligent and doing all the right things, exercising as normal and everything until I started to see my results. There were times when my pain would be a little more excessive, but I will know the reason why the pains came about. That's it really. You have to be at it constantly. Don't be discouraged by anything, and don't be discouraged by people who will tell you things about acupuncture and stuff, because a lot of people I talk about and they say, oh, acupuncture, this and that, but I said you have to experience it. You have to experience it to know the difference. And I know the difference of how I was at the beginning of 2023 until now, and stress does play a major factor in rheumatoid arthritis, and probably any other illnesses that we have. Stress is a major factor, which is, you can't define what stress is and what they call a silent killer. But we have to be cognizant of the things that we do and try not to relate to other people's experiences, because what they experience is not the same thing that you're going to experience, And talking about other people and what they went through and stuff is not a nice thing, So I just stick to what I've been administered, and I stick to that. And if there's any other changes, which Dr. Sasha will let me know, I will try it. And so far, nothing has been not working. It has all been working for me. If anything goes haywire, it's because of me. It's not because of the treatment. So I will take full blame of anything that doesn't work, or for a period of time or whatever. If I decide, hey, look, I want to go back to eating bread or roti or doubles or whatever, and it goes against me, well then that's my fault. I can't blame the doctor for that.
Overall has been very committed and disciplined despite some ups and downs.
Yeah. True.
So tell me what was the experience like when you first had a session? What would you describe it to somebody who doesn't know?
Well, the first thing what I really appreciated is the time that you took to go through every single thing with me. You didn't just say to me, okay, we're going to start some acupuncture, so go lie down and we'll do whatever. We went through a total historical medical detail of everything from my life actually to present, so you can know how to treat me, etc. So that was the most appreciative thing actually. And I tell people, whenever I recommend you, I say to them, I say, listen, this is not a half an hour thing, it's not a 1 hour thing. Right. And if you know you do not want to be committed, don't waste people's time. You could waste your time in other stuff, but don't waste a doctor's time, because there are other people too who have more important problems or more problems than you that she can be dealing with, you know. So for me, that is what was my starter point, and that's what impressed me the most. And I continue to preach that to other people. As far as the treatment is concerned, every day, every time I come here, I just love the massages. I think I really come here for that, you know. It's the massages. That it's a full body. And the thing about it is that I can tell Dr. Sasha, hey, look, you know, my legs are not feeling well today. Can you massage my legs? And she does it, you know. There's no hesitation in saying, well, you know, well, I can do that next week or next time we come. There's nothing. So she's all patient-oriented, you know. She's a patient person, a people person. And you get good knowledge out of her too, you know, and she'll recommend things to you in talking vis-a-vis, you know, probably like just casual talking. She's very alert and very noticeable, and she'll recommend stuff to you. So I those are things that I appreciate.
Yeah, and also you share things that you may experience
Exactly.
or things that might help, and we talk about what would be
especially
best.
the diets and all the recipes and all these nice things that we get, which people don't like, but we have to learn to love, you know.
Yeah, there's good in everything if
Yeah.
you look for it.
True.
Okay, so could you share a specific example of a result you had where you really felt this big change?
I can tell you about that. My right knee. You see, you mustn't listen to everything, and you mustn't listen to all the adverts on television, and you go run buy stuff. So I bought this knee brace for myself, which I thought was really. I thought it was going to be good for me, but actually it worked out to be against. It worked against me actually, and it caused my knee to be so swollen to the extent where I couldn't walk properly, even bend, or to stoop down or to sit. I came here that day and I said to her, I can't move my knee, I can't bend it backwards, I can't sit properly, it's very, very heavy. And she worked on me for that entire 3 hours on that knee. And when I left here, it was amazing. I could have sat down, I could bend it backwards, I could have done anything. And then stupid me again, went back again, put back on the brace again. I went through the same problem, and I know exactly what it was. I had to come back here and get it done, and then I realized that the brace was the problem. So please, people,
Pay attention
to what you're doing, because not everything that they advertise is for you. Seek a medical advice before you do things like that. But we are just human beings here. We're looking for an easy way out. We're looking for a quick fix. Yeah? And the quick fix is not always the solution.
Yeah, and there's a lot to learn in this area, right?
It is. Every day there's new improvement in not when I say medicines, not the chemical medical medicines. You have the plant-based medicines, which was administered to, which I buy and I use, and it's working fine. I can tell anybody that. The damage was already done to my body with all the other methotrexate and stuff and whatever, and recover from that, because I took that for about 14 years, you know.
That's a long time.
Yeah, and that's a long time. And it used to have it very ill, very, very ill when you take those medicines. So
you mentioned massages and the time you spent before the session. Anything else that you enjoy about the session, or the treatment, or the whole experience?
Everything about it for me is a new experience. Every time I come here, it's something different I learn from you. As far as all this stuff that you go and you do your research on, because I will tell you what is happening to me, and then you will go and do your research and advise me, and it's all up to me. But I've never backed out of anything and said, okay, gosh, you know, I don't have time to do this, so I don't want to take this, so I don't want to spend my money on it. But it's working. It's working. Make the effort. I say to people, make the effort and do what you have to, because it's your health. You know, you can't buy health, you know. You have to work on it and make sure you stay healthy for whatever purpose you want, you know.
Right. So how would you say, if you think back to when you first came to where you are now, what would you say?
My percentage?
The difference?
When I came here, I was in a bad way. Like I said, I couldn't stretch my arms out, as it was like probably more like a 90 degree, I think. If I had, but now it's a lot more than that, and I describe myself as a work in progress. I know that at the end of the day, I will be able to do what I really want to do, but it's all up to me. It's all up to my mind. It's all up to me being disciplined and listening to what my doctor says for me to reach that goal. Yeah, I've set a goal for myself. Things happen and you just do not want to go back to that place. You know?
You actively working on it, and we're working together as a team.
Exactly.
When you come then throughout. Who would you recommend this treatment to?
People who have whatever problems. It's not only arthritis. It's all different problems that you have, whether it's cancer, anything that is life-threatening, I would say, I would recommend. Because I think acupuncture helps in every single way.
Yeah.
Different sessions, or if it's being done. I can't tell anybody what is being done, but I can say for me, what it has done to me, and I guess with everybody's problem is being treated differently.
Right.
You know, so I can all I say is I am going to this person right now. I'm seeing this person right now, and I can recommend them to you. But when you go there, it's not a quick fix.
And it's not just acupuncture, and there's massage, but you get other things.
Exactly. You know, it's a constant information flow
depending on
between the doctor and the patient. So, and you're not left in the dark. And Dr. Sasha is very easy to speak with. You know, you can tell her anything, and she will advise you yes or no. You know.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing with us and helping us. Anything else you want to add before we end?
I'm very comfortable. I'm comfortable at where I am right now. I'm comfortable with you.
One more thing. So sometimes people have, some resistance, some questions, doubts about it. Like, all these questions. What is acupuncture like? Will it really help me? Or what will you say to somebody who's doubting?
A doubting Thomas? I said, stick your finger. You can't find the holes where the nails are. I said, no, don't ever. If you have to go into a place with doubts, don't go. It doesn't make any sense, because all of this also has to do with your mind too. You have to have control of your mind at the same time, because if you want to be negative, nothing is going to happen. You have to be positive about this, because the doctor treating you is one thing, but 90% of it has to be your input. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, because when you leave the doctor's place, they're not going to be there at your home, you know. You are the one who have to continue with this
and follow up.
Exactly, you know. So when they mention certain things to you and they ask you to do this and that and whatever, you have to adhere. You have to listen, you know, because at the end of the day, you are the one who wants to get better.
Right.
Right? It's not the doctor. She knows what she's doing. We have to listen and we have to do what we have to do.
Yeah, and it's a little different from a regular medicine where you do a little bit more.
Yeah, you do, you know. So it's all down to the individual, I would say.
Would you say you feel better doing more for yourself? Like,
of course.
Like having to.
I do a lot more, and I want to do a lot more than what over the last year, because I was a bit stagnant in certain things. But I realized I've started back doing a lot of things. I just have to be a bit more cautious in what I'm doing now, because I know what I went through over the last year or the year before, and I don't want to put myself back in that position again.
Right. So you're always checking and seeing
exactly
where you are, reassessing.
So what it is more like is a new beginning for yourself. It's a new learning method of you and yourself, and the different changes you have to adapt to. That's what it's all about. And you will always have changes, you know, and changes. I mean, some people are hard set in their ways and whatever, but life is all about changes.
True.
You know, things come and go, and they leave you behind, and if you don't listen and keep up with it, you get left behind, you know.
Right, and you could be missing out on a really great change.
That's right.
This way, naturally.
True.
And all you can say at the end of it, I did this.
Exactly. And be proud about it, you know.
All right. Well, thank you again.
You're welcome.